Could have went and got him the puck, but nope.
Oh, come on, that'd be too much effort.
Yeah, that would be. This is beer league, right? And Parker throws a lazy one through the neutral zone. Collected by Glue, who will turn it right back to Parker. They're just kind of playing catch together. Crofty will circle back in his zone. Flanked on the wings by a couple of female players. Some of your cohorts there.
There's at least two of my winter teammates out there tonight.
That's great. We got Jeremy Parker has a shot, goes off Chase Miller's shoulder. He'll be up here commentating on the BHL game right after this one. But he has a nice little fight in the corner, and Crofty lifts one about 14 feet high. He could be kicking penalty kicks for the All Blacks next week. And Thorne moves a nice little pass to Alan Laycock, who actually only has 2 laces done up on his skates right now.
Oh, he's actually got some done up for a change.
Yes, he's got 2.
Oh my gosh.
He petitioned the league. He petitioned the league to say, I don't want to put it in the 3rd hole. And we said, you know what, Alan? We'll give you the Craig McTavish rule. You don't have, everybody else in the league has to do up their skates, but not you, Alan. You only have to do 2 holes. Melanie Glue took a hard little crash there to the ice. And Parker keeps it in at the line. Kicks it up from his feet to his stick and shovels it down behind the net. And Glue didn't go off after that big bump. She's right back in it. And she throws a nice pass up to Moon. And it's steered back, and Glue will have a second chance. Puts it in Moon's feet. Goes to Den Hartog, who gets a shot off, hits a pad. Ben Foyle will take a one-timer, and he'll shoot it wide. And they're not putting any limited amount of shots. They're throwing everything at the net. Looking for something to stick. Oh, and there's a turnover, but Parker comes back to recover himself. He'll shove it across to Bannerman. Bannerman hits Foyle. And Foyle can't get a shot off. Peranto steers it up to Bruford. Bruford sneaks in over the line, gets a shot. Nice kick save by Blackett on the play. The 3rd goal there could have been treacherous. So we got 29 seconds left in the first. And Foyle will fight for one up the boards, looking for Dinah Hartog. He can't keep it. Jurish throws it down deep with 10 seconds left now. Oh, and it steps just outside the line. Potvin picks it up with his filthy mustache, throws a drop pass to Peranto, but it's offside at the line, and that's going to do it for the first period. The Donkeys up 2-0. And here we are back for the second period. How you doing, Emma? You got your first period under your belt?
Yeah,
commentating? You're doing a heck of a job, I must say.
Thank you.
And there we go. There's a puck drop, and that's the first draw that Benji Potvin's won in 15 years. Doesn't matter. He's always winning with that mustache. And that's thrown down in the FHL. There is a tweak to the icing rule. being that it must pass 4 lines. One being the blue line, the other being the middle line, the other one being the other blue line, and of course the goal line in order to be considered an icing. That exists only in the Front Yard Hockey League. In the Backyard Hockey League, we are played with a straight hybrid icing. And speaking of it, they wave off another one as a race is won by Benji Potvin, who puts it back to the point to Eli, and he shoots it, goes off a couple legs and into the corner. Benji has it behind the net, looks for a man out front, and Tyler Ireton buries a one-timer. Set up by Benji Potvin, who's got his hand up in the air waiting for a high five. And Ty gave everybody else a high five except Benji, left him hanging, but went back to him later. But either way, a quick little setup out front, a one-timer from Ireton, and that's a 3-0 lead, and they are well on their way to a Game 3 victory here. Our co-announcer, Chase Miller, was lined up on the wrong side of the center ice marker.
It's very easy to get confused with that.
It can be. You switch every period, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're like, huh?
Tonight's announcer has a fabulous voice.
What, yourself?
What's that?
What?
Not me, it's the PA guy. He's doing a great job. Yeah, sometimes we do double duty here in the Hockey House. It is a players-run league for the players, by the players. Woo! Ooh, and Melanie Glue makes a nice little move at the line there and chips it high. Oh, and it can't be kept in by Davies. Oh, and it was a giveaway. But Moon is back to recover. Moon will skate back behind his net, and he'll stop. Oh, and he banks it off the net, but Foyle got a piece of it.
It's nice to see the Coqs actually putting some pressure on for a change.
There we go. The pressure has been on, and that pressure just caused an icing. Speaking of the pressure, what do you think the Coqs need to do in this game to get back into it here with a down 3-0?
Well, put more shots on net for one. Maybe open it up a little bit. They're kind of grouping together and letting 2 of the Donkeys kind of swarm one player instead of being there.
So a little bit less puck chasing, eh?
Yeah.
I'd like to see them be a little bit more vocal, too.
Yeah.
Let each other know where they are on the ice.
They're very quiet.
And here they go. They're going to make a play here. Crofty slips it by Peranto. Bannerman's in there on the check. He steals it from Ticketa. And Kaliniak will regroup and shoves it off to Moon, who comes through the neutral zone with some speed and has it stolen by Marcus Jurish. Jurish will turn it back the other way, going on a 3-on-2. He's going to have a shot. It goes off the netting, which again is live in the FHL. And it's covered up by Urtik Bartowski, or Bartowski. Bartek Eritowski. I think it's something like that.
Sounds like that, yeah.
Check it on the website, nzbhl.com. You can find out all about all these players there, and see a couple of their mug shots, as we like to call. Majority of them aren't from prison, but some are. Oh, and there's a nice big dive by number 20, Tyler Ireton. He laid out like he was making snow angels, didn't he?
Yep.
At the end of the day, I think he stepped on a stick there, and
yeah.
Don't know that could have been a call. He's got a big smile on his face.
Yeah, you know he embellished a little bit if he's got that big a smile on his face.
You know he embellished it when he's got that big a smile on his face, and he doesn't even want to wipe the snow off his jerseys.
True.
He's covered in snow. He looks like Frosty right now. So, anyways, the Donkeys will go to the power play. And Kaliniak will collect it on the half wall, give it to Benji Potvin, who wires one from the slot.
There's their first mistake, leaving him wide open to shoot.
With the 1980s Sully. See, on that one, nobody got in front of that. There's a couple people that I know closely that tend to get in front of those shots. They don't usually fare very well on the end of them.
No.
But
No.
right now, he's got one of the best shooting percentage he's had all season. Usually he averages about 45 shots a game with one that actually hits the net.
Ooh.
There he goes. He's 1 for 1 early. So right now he's swinging for the fences, really.
Ooh.
And again, the Donkeys come back with a nice breakout skill set here. Potvin will step over center, and he'll find Ireton, who curled and tried to stay onside. Just missed it. Parker will rip it around the boards. Back to Linehan. Linehan will throw it deep. Kyle throws it out front blindly, but it's picked off by Parker. Parker will dump it across and find Itchy coming in. Oh, and he fanned on the shot in tight.
And a perfect shot, too.
Potvin, it would have been a beautiful shot. Potvin fakes the clapper and dumps her down deep. Pure veteran move there. Ireton in on the forecheck with Parker. He's looking like he's pretty tired at the end of a shift here, and he'll head off for a change. Or not. There he goes. Then he's off to the bench. Oh, and a big collision at center ice. There's a couple of bodies go down. Emma Thorne with a nice little play at the blue line, turned back.
Oh.
Goes down to Chase Miller. Out front to Alan Laycock, who buries it. And the route is on, folks. The route is on. When a guy who only has 2 laces in his skate buries a backhander, you know the route is on. Alan Laycock, one of the oldest fellas in the hockey house. If we can get a good zoom in on his skates, that'd be wonderful. Get a good zoom in on those boots. But that man, not many people have more fun than Alan Laycock out here. And it's good to see him get a tuck. And I think at this point, though, the Coqs just got to throw everything on net.
Yeah, they really do. They need to be first to the puck as well. They're just letting them walk all over them.
And as you say that, John Peranto goes through 3 Coqs to get it deep into the zone, leaving, of course, 1 or 2 orange jerseys open. Melanie Glue tries to keep it in at the line, and that touch will negate the icing. Urtowski's out to play it. He throws it around the half wall to Bruford, who's there on a battle. Lachlan Hyde gets in there, though. And Peranto's got her giving chase. And he's in a little bit of a fight with Lachlan down low in the corner, but he steers it out to Bruford, who finds the big boy going up the wing, who's going to let one rip from just outside the blue line. He'll chase it down into the corner. And you got Taryn and Jerry fighting in the corner there.
Yeah, she's holding her own. That's pretty good. Jerry's not a small man.
No, he's definitely the heavyweight of the division. And Moon will come out, and he goes for a shot, but it goes off the side of the net. Big Jerry picks it up behind the net. He goes to throw it out front, but it hit a leg. He goes for another centering pass, and it's stopped by Blackett as he cut off the centering pass. And he'll hold for a whistle. And here we go. We're at the tail end of a very long season here in the Hockey House. All this started back in September with the very first scouting scrimmages. And the interesting part about next year's draft, everybody goes back into the mix. It's a reset. We don't really know where anybody's going. Only the upper brass of each franchise will be held. And we'll be picking all new teams in both leagues. That should be fun for a shakeup.
Should be.
Is there any team particularly that you love their jersey and you might see yourself in that one?
No, I'm not too fussed. I don't mind playing for anybody. I'm on 3 teams so far. Been 3 teams.
See, so you hear that here. When you move around a couple teams and you've been traded for a couple times like Emma, all that means is you're a good teammate. So slide her up your draft board, boys. And we'll get back to the action. Oh, and a nifty little move by Croft. Oh, and he gets in tight, but Bartek makes the save. And Bruford picks it up on the half wall, and he tries to hit Moon on an outstretched pass. That doesn't work. Bannerman looks for Croft, and it slides down in the zone. It's directed to the side. Linehan zips it across to the D partner, Bruford. He throws it up to Moon, who doesn't quite have a look, and Clark will be back to make the play. Bannerman will collect and look on the outside. And he'll go for a skate and wheel it up himself. Steps into the zone, takes a shot. and it went off a stick, but Bartek was able to make a save. These two goalies have been absolutely fabulous this year. Right at the top of the league, 1-2 as the best goaltenders in the league. Bartek had a couple tough years, getting injured. He was chosen on the sauce year before last. An injury in training camp had to put him out. And Ayrton is going to fire up the right side. Makes a little move in the corner. Throws a centering pass, but nobody's there to collect. And Potvin will control. And at the end of the day, that's what this game has been all about, is puck possession. The orange squad is making some nice passes. Davies will step in over the line, cuts back to the middle, and Tab will make a nice defensive play to steer it away. Goshima could not get it out. Tab will take it. He'll wheel and look for Goshima, but Glue is there to stop the pass. And she'll chuck it down into the Coqs zone. Oh, and a giveaway to Ayrton. Ayrton picks it up, throws it out front, and it hits a skate. Hurley picks it up. Kaliniak shoots it out to Goshima. Goshima's firing up the right side. Shoots one as he was spinning, and it went wide. Marcus Jurish gets it out front. It's kept at the line by Foyle, who takes a shot right off the ass of
that looked painful.
Jordan Hurley. Got it right up the anus. That's going to hurt tomorrow.
Oof.
And Kaliniak throws it out to Ayrton, but he mishandles it. Foyle steps over the line, and Benji steps up on him. Jurish picks it up. It's in his feet. Gets it over the line. He'll go down into the corner. Looking out front. Finds Foyle. Oh, and it jumps over the stick of Lee.
Ooh.
Tab will get it in there. Lee's digging for it. Alan Laycock will come out, and he'll clear the zone, and he's being chased by Laughlin. Oh, and he goes to give it away. Marcus Jurish with a nice steal in tight, and he'll chuck it down. Bartek catches it and slides it across the Glue, who sees Chase, and they got numbers going the other way. Chase Miller comes in and puts one off the shoulder of Blackett. Oh, and Thorne was there to try to bang it in. But Blackett is held on. So at the end of the day, Blackett is keeping them in this game, if you want to say that.
Yeah, it really
it's a
is.
5-0 lead for the favored Donkeys, I would say, after going 11-1 during the regular season and 7-1 here in the playoffs. Laycock throws it back to Toronto. And Denny Jr. will make a steal, but it's kept in at the line. Chase gets it down deep to Laycock. Laycock heading in there against the tower that is Jeremy Parker. And Croft will slide it around to his captain. His captain looks up the middle, goes off the stick of Lee. Eli looks for a cross-eye pass. It's picked off by Denny. And Chase does a swan dive over the blue line. I think he's afraid of blue lines, folks. I don't know what that means. Blue line phobia?
A lot of people seem to have it because they come to that blue line and then all of a sudden, doof, they've fallen over it.
You don't ever see a penalty called on the blue line, although it is responsible for a lot of trips in today's game.
Yes.
Oh, and Jerry has a centering pass that went just outside the outstretched stick of Toronto. We got just over a minute remaining here in the second period.
Need a bit of sense of urgency from the Coqs at the moment. They're kind of lazying about, taking their time.
Yeah, they really need to get a goal here to get a spark going.
Yeah, even just a little grubby one that just bounces in.
Yeah, they often say it doesn't matter how you get the goals, dirty or clean, as long as you get them.
Exactly.
And they're actually making a couple nice plays here. They're hampering the exit here of the Donkeys. And as I say that, there's a turnover at the blue line. Rob Moon will take a shot on the ice. Oh, and he steals one in the corner again. And Moon's still on it. Looking like a man amongst boys here. And Blackett will take the lazy one and cover it up with 36 seconds remaining in the period. And as we come to the end of the second period here with 20 seconds left, we want to thank every single person who does come and watch these streams. We do appreciate it, and we are trying to give you some of the best games that we can possibly give you, especially here at the end of the season. And of course, Thursday night, At this point, it looks like at least two teams are going to have a chance to win cups. Both cups will be on the line come Thursday night, because at the end of tonight, there's
Still
going to be a 2-1 lead for two teams. And at this point, it's looking like it could be the Donkeys. You got Leon Tab here, and he's pleading his case. I don't think anything he says is going to happen. And we'll be back. And we're back for the third period, the final stanza. The Coqs need to figure something out here.
And Lachlan's got the puck. She's holding it.
She's fighting for it.
Yeah.
That's what they need. They need some fire from some depth scorers. It can't just be Crofty all night long.
No, because they're just shutting him down completely.
And as you say that, he gets a steal in tight.
Oh, couldn't capitalize though.
Oh, there we go. Ireton coming out. A no-look pass to the middle to Bonji. Bonji throws it deep. It goes off a leg. Tyler shoots it from the goal line. And somehow it finds itself out. And Lachlan makes a nice little play, dumping the puck down and heading off for a full-length change there. As we get some new troops out here for the Coqs. And Crofty gives chase and steals one off of Ireton. Bannerman with a little chip by the bench there. Ireton digs one out of his feet. And he gets called again. Some of his acting skills tonight deserve an Oscar.
Yeah.
That is Summer. And we are hoping that Ty will go to the Learn to Play class, because he's having a tough time staying on his feet, getting dragged down and then diving all over the ice. But the play results in a power play.
Ooh.
And Chase Miller's in tight, and he cannot bury. Once again, Chase Miller will be headed up here to commentate the upcoming game with the Cheese and the Fox. We got a big game coming up next, though, folks. Oh, and Chase is heavily molesting Denny in the corner. It slides out front, and Blackett will cover up. So, Em, how you doing?
Not too bad.
You're doing a heck of a job here in your first game.
Thank you. I was
Are
just
you enjoying
waiting for Alan to fall over and the skates go one way, him go the other way.
We call that a yard sale.
It's going to happen one of these days. It has to.
So the penalty was handed out to 52 Bannerman. There's 32 seconds left in that call. And the Coqs have pushed it down, so that's going to help them out with killing this penalty. They really need to get themselves a goal here in the next couple minutes. Otherwise, it could be lights out.
Yeah.
Oh, And Bruford slides it back to Glue. He throws it in, it goes wide. Clark will throw it back around the boards. 5 seconds remaining in the penalty. Oh, and Blackett with a beautiful save. And a nice bunch of chaos in front there. But the penalty has expired. And the score will remain 5-0.
It's not a bad PK.
Not bad, but not as good as they had 2 power play goals earlier in the game. And I think that it could be the momentum that the Coqs need to try to get back in this one. Is a quick stop there on the power play. And now they got, and just in saying that, Gashima comes up the right side.
Oh. No one in front. Who's in front?
Tried the centering pass to Croft there and couldn't happen. Here it goes. Glue is going to give a chance around the corner. Taryn Bruce knocks it down with a hand at the blue line. She'll keep it in. She chucks it down deep. Kashima gives chase. Comes around the side. And Jeremy Allen kicks it to the middle. It's kicked up to a stick by Moon, but taken over by Croft. And Croft will look for a man up the middle, but no one's home to receive the pass. And a nice little chip play by Moon as he heads off to the bench for a change. Owen Kaliniak's in and gets a steal. He'll come around the net and throws it off the side of the net. And Ireton's down into the corner. Let's see what he's going to do for his next act.
Stay on his feet for a change?
You think he's going to go for a dive this time? 3 dive? What would we call a hat trick for dives in a game?
The belly flop?
A belly flop, that's right.
Close enough.
And Glue will steer it up to Benji Potvin. And he loses it in the feet of Parker. Kaliniak gets it back, though, gives it to Potvin. It gets tipped and chipped out of the zone, and Linehan will be back to recover. He's chased by Hurley. Leads on him as well. Linehan gets it back. And it goes down into the corner. He looks for Potvin. Throws it back to the point, but Parker read that one. Lachlan using her voice to call for a pass.
Trying to shove her way through.
And she takes quite the bump. Loses her stick on the play, but she gets herself back on side, and she's right back in there. Bannerman out of the box now. Comes out of the corner. Chucks one to the front. Foyle gets it. Foyle throws it in front to Lachlan. Oh, and Lachlan had a nice pass. Went off a leg and almost found its way into the bottom corner.
Oh, so close for Lachlan.
So with 14 minutes to go, the future's looking bleak for the Coqs. And it's looking like the Donkeys are going to move to 8-1 and be 1 win away from hoisting one of the sexiest trophies in the country, the Front Yard Cup, based on the AHL's Calder Cup. Ooh. Oh! Ooh. This is exactly what the Coqs need. They need to keep pucks in
the zone
and get shots on that. And I think we should just stop talking because we're cursing them.
Yeah, I think we need to tone it down a little, give them a chance.
And Laycock will throw it down deep into the zone. Blackett can't manage it, so it's going to give Chase a chance. Oh, and it's tried to kept in at the line by Peranto. He's got a clear zone now. He's got a 1-on-4 situation. Nobody with him. Curls around the net. And eventually he's checked by Denny Jr. Denny Jr. and him fight with it along the board. Eli keeps it in at the point. Peranto gets it lost in his feet. And Bannerman will fire it the length of the ice for an icing.
Do have to admit, I do like the fact that in this league, on an icing, you can change.
Yes, that's a wonderful. At the end of the day, we're all, well, I guess I speak for myself when I say I'm out of shape. So one of the leagues that we did pass early on was, yes, you could change on an icing. We're tired. That's why I iced it.
Exactly.
That's the whole point. And how we combated that in this league is we do stop time late in the game if it is close. So with 12 remaining in the third, I'm going to have to step away here, Emma, shortly. Are you going to be able to take the reins here?
Probably not.
All right. Well, I'm sure the people at home will plenty enjoy a female perspective of the remainder of this game. But as you know, I will be on the ice second.
Oh!
And Rob Moon makes it 6-0.
Is that the second of the night?
I believe that is his second. If not, it could be his third.
Hard to tell at the moment.
But he's still doing flybys with a 6-0 lead. Kind of a dick move. Just saying. Just line up. And here we go. Kaliniak will hop over the boards with a filthy mustache and a gross beard. In Potvin and Ireton. Ireton wearing number 20 because they didn't have 23, which is his usual number. Crofty looking to make something happen himself. Look for Lachlan, who's headed to the right spot. And now Parker's in a foot race with Potvin, which he's going to win every day of the week. And Lachlan makes a play, finds Cassie Lee out front. And Ireton will clear the zone to safety. And with this stoppage in play, I'd like to remind you guys to tune in to the Hockey House podcast, which is found right here on this exact same YouTube channel. The boys record every Wednesday, and the new shows come out once a week. This week, 1980s wrestling is the topic.
1980s wrestling, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You should see. We got some stories ready to go. But yeah, that's Ride and Pine Chronicles of the Fourth Line, brought to you by the Hockey House. Airing once a week, right here on YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe to tune in for the rest of these hockey series, as well as the weekly podcast that is being pumped out by the Hockey House. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to my cohort. I'm a child. Emma, you've been thrown into the fire, but I know you can carry it the rest of the way.
Well, here's hoping.
And as I said before, catch along. There is another game coming up next. It is the Top Cheese against the Phoques, Game 3. And Chase Miller will be here with you on speaker, and he'll be in a good mood with a big win like this.
Definitely.
See ya, Emma.
See ya.
It's been a blast.
Definitely.
Have a good one.
You too. Leaves me in charge and I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Coqs manages to keep it in the zone. Can they score off this? Ooh, nice chance in front. Coqs are doing a really good job trying to keep this in at the moment. They just need to get a few more pucks on the net. Oh. Laycock has it and fires it out of the zone for an icing. It's a bit of a long wait for the whistle on that one. And so we're all the way back down in the Donkeys zone for a face-off. Looks like Chad Croft is taking it against Rob Moon, I think it is. Hard to see from up here. Oh, nice shot from Taryn. That's into center ice. Ooh. Look, John Parenteau picking it up behind the net. Chad Croft coming in on him. They're just all over him tonight, but they can't seem to strip the puck off him. Oh. And Anthony with a massive save. Rodman's got puck behind the net, looking for an open pass. Coqs are just marking up. Oh. Croft picks it up in the zone and loses it. Oh. Ooh. Benji with a slapper of a shot. And it appears Anthony Blackett is lying down on the puck. Oof. Lovely play along the boards from the Coqs. Trying to keep the pressure on, not let the Donkeys score again. Another beautiful save from Anthony Blackett. Donkeys are doing a good job of keeping this in at the moment. However, the Coqs are not giving up, trying to get that puck out. Glue with a beautiful shot, net blocked. Good. Denny Jr. with a breakout. Can he capitalise? No, he can't. Body's on the ice, and the goalie is flopping around like a fish. Alan Laycock's got the puck. No one's really pressuring him. He's getting it out of the zone. Let's pick up the puck again. Chad Croft skating up the middle, round to the wing. Looking for that pass into centre ice to get a shot on net. Ooh, banged off the boards, picked up by one of the Coqs players, but given off to Melanie Glue, who's racing up the centre ice, down towards the Coqs goalie. And we've got another stoppage in play. Jeremy Parker flings it out of the zone for a delay of game. Donkeys just appear to be putting the pressure onto the Coqs tonight. Coqs can't seem to get a puck to go with it either way. Coqs pick it up in the centre ice after Jerry drops it. A little bit of a tangle up centre ice, Jerry and one of the Coqs players. Jerry's going off now. We've got the Coqs screaming down the middle of the ice. Nice save from... Oh, Rob Moon's got it. Is he going... Oh, shoots it high. A little bit of battle going in on the boards. Coqs come out with it, running up the middle of the ice. Can they score? Oh, beautiful save. Had all the potential to go in the net, but the goalie just got there. We have 34 seconds left in the third period. Donkeys are really struggling to get out of the zone right now. Coqs are all over that puck. Lachlan getting pinned down in the middle of the corner. Ooh, Lachlan was right there, but just came off the goalie pad. And that's it, everyone. 6-0 to the Donkeys. Stay tuned for Phoques versus the Cheese.
Cheese with possession. Shoot across top of the net. Joe Rindelob in the corner for the Cheese. Passing up to the point. A little bit out of the reach of Justin Dake, so he backs out of the zone, sends it to his forward, and Jake Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe loses it. Come the Seals. Quick shot. Save there. Ratcliffe again. Up ice with speed. Gives it past the defence into the corner. Around behind the net. Looking for options. Holds on to the puck. Wheels out to the top of the zone. Sends it down low. There's Blake Jackson in the corner. Jackson now around behind. Joe Rindelob. Can't quite get his stick on it. Quick shot by the Cheese. Behind the net. No, the Chiefs have puck. Lost behind the net. Again, Cam Green trying to seize on the opportunity. Forwards out now for the Seals. Over the blue line. Around behind the net. The Chiefs try to send a pass out. Cut off there by the Seals. Into the corner. Another attempt. And Chiefs finally work it out. Green sending it along into the zone. The puck in the Cheese zone is Andy Hart. Hart sends it along to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe into the zone. Shot wide. Pursued there by Dagg. Contested there. And a bit of hard work. Able to work it out of the zone was Chris Van der Poppel. And then for the Seals, Joseph works it along, but overtaken by the Cheese. Trying to fight for possession for it at neutral ice. Recovered there by Aaron Somerville. And shot there and on net. And covered up by the goaltender. That is an enigma. I do not have the number for him. There we go. Matthew Canaday, or is that Chubba in net? Doesn't look like Chubba, must be Canaday. Passed along there. Seals working it up ice. On it now. There's a Sean Harrison, now the puck in the corner. Rindelob on that for the Cheese. Fought for corner. Puck pinballing around a little bit. Then in front of the slot, the Cheese recover. They have good numbers in that slot area. Then out skating, there's the Cheese. It's John Hill. And he's whacked into the boards, and that puck floats beyond his control. Into the corner now. Fighting for it with the feet. That's Tyrell Peak. Out of the zone. Sean Henry. And then overtaken by Blake Jackson. Into the zone now for the Cheese. Seals in the zone, trying to do something with it. Jackson behind him. To Justin Dagg, who will wait for a change behind the net. whistle there as icing's called, I believe. We'll come back all the way down to the Cheese end. Top Cheese early lead, 1-0. Just under 9 minutes to go in this first period. Pretty evenly matched. Matt Henry on the dot for the Seals. Ratcliffe's kicked out. And taking the draw for the Cheese there was Dag. Puck recovered by the Cheese, and they're offside just as Ratcliffe takes a shot. Players blown dead. Just outside their Seals zone. Cheese whack it in, the Seals recover. Durbin with a good outlet pass. And finds its way all the way down to the end in the mitt of... I'll get there. It's not easy to tell who they are when they're wearing masks. Principe. Dag hard on the puck. Sent down all the way down by the Cheese. But it's on net, so there'll be no icing. Recovered into the corner by Jeffries. And sent out long. Turning with the puck now for the Seals. It's number 12, that's Chris Van Poppel. Still got the puck, almost danced it through. Recovered by Dag, sent along to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe with the puck, sending it toward the net. I thought he was going to make a pass there to Gazzola. Jeffries, the puck for the Cheese. Spinning around behind the net. Walks with it. No, that's not Jeffries, that is Ratcliffe, my mistake. Dag, turning and going, crossing the blue line. Corralling the puck, it's Dag at the point, trying to send it down to Ratcliffe, cut off there by Van Poppel. Overtaken by AJ Spiller. Spiller, shot, deflected high, still in play, then sent along. Fought for in the Cheese zone, the Seals recover, and coming in is Spiller. Spiller with the puck, looking for options right in front, sent one along the ice, found its way all the way to Principe's pad. Now it's into that near side corner. Andy Hart giving a bit of trouble in the corner. Overtaken by the Seals. I think it's Sean Henry there, and Sean Harrison, sorry, some quick work and tight, and not able to get anything through the goaltender. On the dot now for the Seals is Scott Henry. Forwarded up by Andy Hart into the Seal zone. Andy Hart with another shot right in front. Oh, two of them were right there. Looked like a pin was pinballing around. I thought I saw it go in. A shot by Jared Boyes. Good chance. Jackson for the Cheese, playing it out. His peak into the skates of Sean Harrison. Peak forward to Andy Hart. Andy Hart breaking the defense. Not quite able to control that puck on the way in. Along the boards now. Skirmish for it. Pops out. Sean Harrison along to Durbin. Fought for a little bit there. Hewish, but Hewish controls puck, sends it through, and then it's an attempted pass to Donovan, but it's knocked away. And here comes Ratcliffe for the Cheese. Sticks everywhere in there, trying to knock it off. He retains it in the zone, walking along that line, passes it through to Rindelov. Rindelov decides to wait, couldn't see anything. Circles back up to the top of the zone, forward to Jackson. Big slap shot, it deflects in right above the shoulder. I think that far side shoulder of Canada. Apologies to the goalies if I've got their names wrong. I'm not terribly informed about what you guys in the big leagues get up to and what your names are. Really uneducated when it comes to that facet of New Zealand hockey. To be fair, Cam just pulled me up to this at the last minute. I haven't done my homework, so go easy, boys. Oh, is that Matt Harvey there? Number 94. Oh, it is too. Footed along. Again was Jeff Albies had a few chances. Had that one early on and sent it off the pads of Canada here. Behind the net. Cheese do this a lot. They're given lots of time on the changes, and Seals are pressuring them, and not letting them break out cleanly. And they take over here. Matthew Harvey sending one in deep. Trying to recover that one was Dan Hefford. Oh, stolen here by the Cheese. Sent right up. That was Albert. And then on the doorstep was Rindelow, but he couldn't get it cleanly on a stick. It bounced high. Here's Daig in the corner. Worked free from his stick by number 57, McLeod. And low wrister in on net. Tried to be carried in by Mackey. But now Rindelob's open up high for the Cheese. He'll regain the zone. Cheese getting a bit of zone time here. Aaron Somerville trying to pressure Rindelob. Rindelob trying to kill the stick around behind him to retain that puck. Gets it back from Joel Jeffries and then sends it in deep. Peake's going in to chase it for the Cheese. And then waiting there for it is Dan Hefford. Going in net now is Dan Hefford's. And supporting his defenseman there, that's Durbin again. Sent along. Somerville, I think it is. Who was that? That was Somerville. Skated hard by Peake. Three skaters, gets the pass just out of the reach. Number 24 for the Cheese. Gazzola, I should have these names down by the second period. I'm pretty confident I'll get there. Battling for it there was Van Poppel. He comes away with it into the zone by himself. He's got Spiller breaking the center for a pass. Something a bit higher. Holds on to it. Shot on the way in. That was from Scott Henry. And it's covered up by Principe. Line up on the dots down in the Cheese end on that far side. Ratcliffe's on the dot and Scott Henry's on the dot for the Seals. Sent along around the boards. Forded up by boys, but missed. I actually had my head down on that play, typical of me, but I think it was a crazy bit of hit and hope. Bounced out toward the center, and I think one of the Seals got their sticks on it. It looked like it was Somerville? Oh, it must have been Scott Henry with the... Sorry, Sean Harrison with the mitts in tight. I won't try and guess how it went, and you guys saw it. So that'll do it for the first period. Just before the whistle, it's 2-1 for the Cheese. The Seals catching up, though. Quick goal at the end of that period to get a bit of momentum going into the second. Series is even. 1 win for the Cheese, 1 win for the Seals. Whoever wins tonight is going to get a bit of leverage going to that third game. Fourth game, rather. Both teams having a chin wag on the bench. talking about their week, what they're going to stop off at Burger King and grab on the way home. I think I'll grab a barbecue bacon double cheeseburger myself. Sometimes I get the Hawaiian BK chicken as well if I'm particularly hungry, but the missus gets a bit upset. She doesn't like it when I get 2 burgers, just it's unhealthy, so we'll see what happens. Right, each team's given their teammates a good old slap on the rear quarters and bit of a pep talk. Back at center ice now. It's Ratcliffe for the Cheese, Scott Henry for the Seals. And played across by Spiller for the Seals. They're breaking out into their zone. Oh, just slightly knocked away there, but Spiller's able to recover. Charging after it, Scott Henry, and he successfully keeps that puck away from Ratcliffe. Sean Harrison tried to get that a fast puck while turning around against the boards and takes a knee to the ice, but he's back up, skating now. Forwarded along. Ratcliffe trying to turn and go, but puck hits a seal, comes out to Ratcliffe, almost to the stick of Daig, but really good positioning there by the defenseman Spiller. Not sure he's playing defence here, but he does in the NZIHL. Daig. Good hands and tight against the boards and just makes a safe play, sends it in deep the zone so a couple of teammates can get a change, and then it's carried back into the zone by the Seals by Cam McLeod. Play it around the boards. Spiller. Pass out. Oh, that almost came out. That was Hewish trying to make a play back to him. Puck hits the board. Hewish will retain possession in the zone, tries to get it past Daig down low, but Daig's able to jump on that bouncing puck, come out, send a pass in front of the net, tipped forward by Ratcliffe. Into the boards it goes. Hewish pressuring Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe circling up high, down low to Daig. Jackson now. Leaving it in the corner for Ratcliffe. Then contested there in the corner by Durbin. Big slack shot from Jackson straight into the, just above those pads, I think, or near the top of the pads off Canada, and he'll cover up. Sent all the way down the ice. There's lots of shouting going on. That's no icing. Played all the way out, and a whistle for trying to play volleyball with it. She's be forced to work one out of their own zone here. It's Peak on the dot. Playing it there against Somerville. Good win by Somerville, using his feet, sending it back, shot in on net, but it's stopped dead by Principe. Somerville and Peak again. Puck is dropped. And a high puck, almost out of play, catches the netting, and it's still in play in the BHL. Across to Donaher. Props to Donaher. He's like the one dude out there on the Seals who's got the name on the back of his jersey. I'm really appreciative of that. What are you other guys? Bit selfish. Come on, help me out here. Get names on your jerseys. I'm joking. Somerville pass down low. Durbin back to Somerville. Trying to get out of their own zone. Played ahead to Joseph. Joseph carries a drop pass. Or carried down low. Van Poppel. Two Seals in the corner against two Cheese. Joseph's in there for the Seals. I think Cam Green is on top of the puck. And he just knocks the dude down because that's the kind of way that guy likes to play. especially in the corner, and doesn't really have to do any skating to knock over a guy, so he just just pops him over right there and then. Down low, chased down by Mr. Spiller. Spiller carrying it out, fought it along, but pass was a little bit tough to grab for the Seals, and now back checking hard into the zone was Scott Henry, making sure that Hart didn't get a sniff of that puck. Played out by Hewish for the Seals, chased down here by Harrison. Harrison in on it on the backhand. Got caught the pad of Principe and ended up behind the net. Played in front by Spiller. 4-4 by Hewish. It's Ratcliffe playing it through to the middle. He gets a pass back from Dake. He outskates Spiller. Tries to go through the defenseman McLeod and can't do it. Spiller coming back the other way. He's kind of allowed to do what he wants. Skates around the net. Sends one in front, but the Cheese had it covered. His Hart trying to chase down a puck against Durbin. He does get the shot away. Durbin recovers, gets it in his feet and sends it along for Hewish. I think it was on the boards. Cheese recover right in front. Here's an opportunity and not able to quite get control of it. Was Boys. Another shot from Daig off the pads and high into the boards and just sent up along the boards out of the zone by Donaher. Corralled there by Durbin. Behind the net now. Waiting patiently. Pass out for Scott Henry. Henry with the dangles but can't quite. It's going to be offside. Sean Harrison Dan Hifford wasn't able to carry that one through. Else the Seals would have been offside. As a result, Cheese get possession of the puck. Down low, but good stick in front by Durbin to stop that shot pass, shast if you will, from going anywhere. Jackson behind his own net. Pulls up on the attacker. Matt Henry. It's Dan Hefford. Gets a puck along to Henry. Sends it back for Hefford. Controlling the puck at the top of the zone. Gets it down. Good shot by Matt Harvey. Here's Hefford again at the top of the circles. Skates in a little bit. It takes a big shot, but it comes off Joel Rindelob's pads. Joel Rindelob's a doctor, you see, so he's probably doing the trigonometry on that one, trying to figure out the geometry involved in making that block. Put some calculus to the test there. Matt Henry playing it up. Recovered by Daig. He's got all day. Here comes Matt Harvey. Challenges briefly. Daig switches it up, sends it along to Peak, and then recovered by Harvey. Matt Harvey trying to play one through the legs of Hart, but Andy's feet gets on it. Turning the corner is Daig. He doesn't get it through Van Poppel. Van Poppel in on the attack, putting a bit of pressure on Hart. Hart comes around, sends it up. Taken over by Daig, looking for a pass, as he always is. Finds Hart. Hart tries to send it back to the net on his backhand. It gets blocked, ends up on the backboards. He's in the corner now. Hart along to somebody, and then a shot just above the net. The fight for it's a little bit hairy down there. Cheese with some sustained pressure on the backhand. Daig, who sat out the last game. Not sure whether he was injured or partying it up too hard or what. Daig in the corner. Up along for number 24, who I keep forgetting. I really apologize, dude. That's Gazzola. Comes Spiller. Speeding up, then slowing down. Off-speed shot it on net, deflected to the corner. Oh, someone went down hard. Didn't like that. Wasn't nice to watch. Oh, it's Cam Green. Oh, that's all right. Sorry. Puck goes to the end, inboards in the cheese zone. We get an icing. Yeah, Cam Green's not happy. Maybe thinks there should have been a call there. Puck drops. Jake Ratcliffe tries to go forward with it. Puck just sort of spins on the spot. It's overtaken by the Seals. Sent along behind is Durbin. Skates in front of his net and sends one out in the backhand. He finds Sean Harrison. Here comes Harrison. He's got Donner breaking to the knee. He takes a slap shot and scores from miles away. What a rocket. I think he might have looked off Principe. Principe might have been expecting the pass and he just sent a rocket in on net. So we've got a 2-all game. 4 minutes, just under 5 minutes to go in the second period. It's staying close. They've got a good team, the Seals, and they're staying in it. Durbin coming out with the puck. Oh, into the skates. Giveaway here. Gazzola. Ratcliffe takes over. They've got possession now. Ratcliffe down through the slot. Takes a shot right in front of, came off the goalie's chest and then was pinballing around in front for a little bit. Jackson playing one up the boards. Finds Hart. Hart waits. Gains the zone. Nice pass to Ratcliffe at the top. Ratcliffe down low. Curls around. Little button hook. Waits off his attacker. He fooled Sean Harrison a little bit, but Sean Harrison sticking to him like glue here. Ratcliffe now has got a bit of space. Still got the puck. I don't know if you realise that the objective is to sort of get the puck to the net, but I mean, with all my years in the FHL, I know these things. Save there by goaltender Kennedy, diffusing the momentum off the cheese in the zone. Peak wins the puck back. It's Dave. There we go. Another save. Cheese will carry on with the attack. Got Peak out there on the dot. Oh, straight to his winger and Jeff Albert. And a quick shot. That was a nice little play. A lot of shots for the Cheese, but nothing's going in yet. Last goal was from Sean Harrison with a blistering slap shot from the top of the zone. Rindelov plays it low for Daig. And the puck's there and recovered by Spiller. There's no pressure on him because everybody started to go the other way. Spiller skates it out. Little stutter step. Gets it along to Matt Henry. Turn in the corner is Joel Rindelov who sees the loose puck. Skates in on McLeod. Takes a shot off the pad. Rebound. And a score from Jeff Albert who makes no mistake in putting that above the goaltender Canada. The Chiefs go ahead by a goal. And there are happy celebrations occurring on the bench. The Seals are not celebrating. They're thinking about how they're going to get their next goal. Andy Hart on the attack, off the skate of some guy in white and purple, and it goes out of play. Period's almost done. 1 minute to go. Are the Cheese going to retain their lead, or are the Seal going to put a puck in the net? I don't know. Let's see. Here we go. It's Spiller. Oh, around in front. That was That was somebody in front that had a really good opportunity. Number 15. Cheese recover. Aaron Somerville. How could I forget Aaron Somerville's bloody nothing? That's disgraceful. Spiller putting pressure on in the corner. Joel Jeffries. Big, slender figure. Spiller. Can't quite get that one back. Loses control, comes out of the zone, going the other way. His Peak sends it forward, chases after it. Kennedy comes out to play it from net. Taken over by Ratcliffe. In front is Hart. Hart takes a shot. Rebound. Hart goes for the... Wow! Hart went for the rebound on his knees, on the backhand. Gets a goal in for the Cheese before the period's up. And instead of the Seal getting back in this with a goal, they concede another, bringing the deficit to 2 goals. Cheese with 4. Seals with 2. Another period to play. More consoling on the bench. More compliments. More red quarter slaps. And more discussion about whether they're going to Macca's or Burger King after the game. Real difference in body language here. The Cheese seem to be moving around a bit. They're feeling it. Got some intensity going, and body language on the Seals seems a little bit stale. They're just playing it cool. They're just saying, "Hey guys, we got this. We just got to tighten things up. Just got to watch their put pressure on their big players." Maybe try something. Maybe try something a bit different. Maybe try. I don't know. Maybe try giving Dag a wedgie or something. Maybe that'll slow him down. Well, the Chiefs won the draw, but the Seals were able to clear it out of their own zone, so the top Chiefs are just trying to get out. Passed along to Ratcliffe. He's got real speed, stops on a dime, turns, finds a man on the far side. It's Hart who takes a shot, and there's no rebound for... who was it? Gazzola. Oh, my God. I thought it was. I didn't want to say it. I just didn't want to get it wrong. Here's Kyle Henry with speed. Down that near side, good pass in front. And able to get to it was Hewish, might have been a little bit ahead of him. It's a real fast pass too. Goalie stick couldn't get in the way of it. Knocked down is Donaghy, still got the puck. Played up by Durbin. Fought for. Finally a bit of time and space with Durbin, who plays it out to Sean Harrison. Can't get it past Mackie, who has the puck again now. He's got a bit of time. Plays it up in the center, but it's taken by Matt Harvey. He loses it for Green. Green trying to skate forward with it. Mackie with a bit of a putting pressure on from the D. Gets that play in deep. Hefford playing it up, but no one's there. Mackie will get to it first. Peak circling around in his zone, but all the way up. Past Green, past Jackson, back into the Seals possession. Played forward by McLeod. Taken there by the Cheese. And boys on it now, into the corner. He's bumped off the puck by McLeod. Down into the zone by Jeffries for the Cheese. It comes out to him. He's skating down into the corner. Sends something behind. There's Peak waiting for him. Rebound for Jackson. Oh, he pulled it in. Tried to wrist it past and high past Kennedy, using a bit of it. The defenseman is a bit of a screen, but now Spiller's out for the Seals. He's got Matt Henry with him breaking to net. And they're offside. Just off at the line there was Jared Boyes. And I'm not sure who was offside, but it was close. "16 minutes for the Seals to get a couple of points on the board so they can tie this thing up. The Chiefs have had a lot of possession down their end. Dave skating around behind the net. Turning in the zone, Ratcliffe. Really close to that line. Oh, some quick hands and tight. It almost worked out. The Seals take over, and here's Van Poppel. Couldn't quite get it past John Hill, sorry. Awkward puck there for Rindelow, but he does maintain control in the Seals zone. It's coming back out toward Ratcliffe. Comes in, takes a shot. No rebound available. Kennedy holds on to that one for the face-off. 16 minutes ago, no Seals presence in the Cheese zone since the last whistle. Weren't able to do much with that segment of play. Just a bit of a soft wrister on net by John Hill. Maybe hoping someone would get it on the way through. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. Hill hard across for the defenseman, but Dagan left the zone. Tries to swipe it back in with the end of his stick with one hand. Now here comes Harrison. Pressured there by Rindelow, who just bounces off him like Sean Harrison was a giant bouncy castle. Scott Henry trying to feed that one up. Isn't able to get out of the zone. Here comes Dake. Sent through in front of the net. Oh, quick hands by Ratcliffe. And I'm not sure if that hit the goaltender, but it didn't make a ping, so it didn't hit the bar, but it came down in front, and there was no goal. Seals keeping the Seals in it for the time being. We'll need to find a couple here, though. Cheese recover in their own zones. Andy Hart. Oh, he bobbles it, but he gets it out just in time. Here's Peak. Slap shot come in off the pads of Kennedy. Played behind by Jackson. Peak in the corner, skating out. She's getting a lot of good passes in the Seals zone. They're not afraid to find seams in the Cheese, and they seem to be getting time to do it. Peak skating around behind the net, tries to wrap around, and it's sent all the way down the end. This will be an icing call. Eventually, there we go. Ratcliffe, shot from the top of the zone, played around, collected by Jackson, and deep, there's Cam Green. I think I heard a swearing crowd member then. Very unimpressive. Ratcliffe up through the middle. trying to dance around about 60 billion defenders in the corner. One of the 60 billion defenders eventually gets it. It's Durbin, but it's taken away and then shot to the outside of the net. There's Gazzola. I'm just going to say it with confidence. It's Kyle Gazzola. That's who had the puck. Oh, in on net now. It's Van Poppel. Poke checked away. Matt Harvey trying to get something on that so it can leave the zone. It can stay in the zone. Look, I forget which way these guys are going sometimes, right? Is Peak. Bales. There's a hand going up in the air. That is not allowed. Don't know what it is. I didn't see the gesture, but whatever it is, it's not allowed. You can't do that. 2 minutes for not being allowed to do that. And Durbin will plead his case. He uses a few swear words, which, you know, I think can go a long way in an argument sometimes. And so can a display of physical aggression, but it just didn't work out. I feel for him, though. Didn't look like much of a. Just looked like a little bit of weight on Peak to bring him down, but it's quite comfortable sitting up here and saying all that. Nice pass by Dag. Big booming slap shot which blows a hole through the rink and comes all the way down to goaltender Principe for the Cheese. Collected by Dag. Ratcliffe. Said that name a lot tonight. Ratcliffe, Jake, if I've given you any shit tonight, you're my favourite player in the NZIHL, mate. So don't take it personally. You're a really good player. Dag playing it through. Oh, and Hartsey. Hartsey's also my favourite. You. Oh, and yeah, Blake Jackson. Yeah, no, there's a few. You're all really good. You're all way better than me. I think that was a save. I'm not entirely sure. There's no horn. It was a save. And Cam as well. If I've given you shit tonight, it's only because I love you, and I hope that you laid into me on the previous game. I really do. Here comes Steve Hewish in on net. Can he get one? Oh, it bounces past, and it was available there, but there was just no one with him. Hewish had a lot of speed going in there. It's the kind of play he is. He plays in straight lines, that guy. I think it's Steve Hewish. Yeah, that's Steve, isn't it? Yeah. He just looks different without a beard. But he hasn't had the beard for about 2 years, so I don't really have an excuse. That puck's out of play. Get a whistle. 10 minutes to go, the third period. Things are looking up for the Cheese, but Seals have 10 minutes to do something with this. They will need 2 goals. Or more. Durbin's out of the box. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, that was a power play. Just so you know, in retrospective, that entire segment that I said nothing about, that was a power play. Rindelow playing one low into the corner. Spiller comes away with a puck, moving his feet. No one goes with him. He's buying time for his team to make a change. Into the corner, he's looking up for options. Here comes Hefford, goes past him. There's Harvey, takes a shot. Oh, it just goes just wide, but he definitely had the right idea. And then a windmill save by Principe to end things in the Cheese zone. We'll get a face-off. McLeod on the puck at the point. Sends it down low. Seals might have something here behind the net. Van Poppel holds, waits for an option. Comes out wide, sends it up to the point. There's McLeod again, takes the shot. Fortunately, there probably wasn't enough traffic in front, and Principe saw that one all the way, but it's good that the Seals are getting some pressure. I'll need to do more of this over the next 8 minutes. Aaron Somerville on the dot. Spiller down low. Somerville supporting McLeod. Spiller. Oh, through to, oh, that was it, man. That was a golden opportunity, but an even better save by Principe. That was cool. Yeah, it was Tom Joseph with the sort of deflection in front, redirection in front. Scott Henry almost fell over just before that face-off draw, but he didn't. Good job, Scott. Be like Scott. Harrison trying to work one back to Hewish. Scott Henry fighting for the puck, but just can't get a stick on it. He's fended off there by Peake. Peake sending one up through the feet of, who was that one? Jared Boys. Sorry, Jared. It must be fours. I've struggled with 24. I've struggled with 14. Don't blame me, guys. Blame the fours. Nice tidy save there by Principe to stop things in the zone and get restarted. Seals are bringing the pressure a lot in this last, I'd say about 5 minutes. They've had some really good opportunities. They're trending in the right direction, which is away from their side of the ice. Here's Donaher. Hope I'm saying that right too. Sean Harrison plays one through to Scott Henry. Here comes Scott. Shot deflected in the way and goes wide. Hewish is in to chase it. Chasing it down as the Seals. Spiller playing one up to Henry. Can't quite maintain control through that, the neutral zone. Played in front to Andy Hart. Daigle trying to pick up the rebound, but now they might have numbers. No, it's just Spiller. There was a bit of a congregation happening down in the Seals end, and nobody kind of went with Spiller. Harvey can't quite stop that puck coming out, but Dan Heffer does, and he sends it up, but it's out of the reach of Spiller. And Hart takes over. Ratcliffe. What's he going to do here? Spins. Sends the puck along. Ratcliffe again. Here comes Spiller. He's been playing a lot this period. Oh, beautiful pass across. The shot by Matt Henry just didn't quite work out. Oh, it's right on the doorstep. It was loose. Ref blew down the play. And yeah, Seals were lucky. I think they might have got away with one there. There was no one really around for the Chiefs to bang that one in, but it looked dangerous for a moment there. 4 minutes. 4 minutes, and the Seals need 2 goals to tie it up. Jackson down to Rindelob. Rindelob, I think one of the only BHL players I've seen, certainly this season, that wears glasses while he plays. I think that's just to sort of reinforce that kind of academic look, which is really important. You know, because you don't just bring skills and athleticism to hockey. You've got to bring brains too. Save down the Seals end. Quick face off here. Jeff Alford gets the puck off the draw. Charging in here. It's Van Poppel. Recovering is Somerville in the corner. Sends it across the net. Doesn't quite reach. Oh, and then it's off the bar. Incredibly close call for Tom Joseph. Wow. The pass didn't get to him initially cleanly, but he was able to recover and buy a bit of time. But unfortunately, here comes Gazzola, and he overdeeks it. Drifts off to the left side, off the right-hand side of Kennedy. Shot comes in from the near side boards. He's able to bat that one away, and Spiller takes over. Here we go. Blake Jackson trying to charge this one forward with some leg power. Hits the stick of the goaltender Kennedy, comes out, played forward by Hewish, on to Sean Harrison. And a quick shot, not a bad idea at this point. 2 minutes and a half to go. Scott Henry controlling the puck in his own zone, sends it all the way up to Durbin. Mackey for the Source. Across to Spiller, keeps it in the zone, slap shot, and sealed up there by Principe, who's saying, no you don't, boys. No you don't, no rebounds, thank you very much. A face-off win, I guess, sort of, for the Source, but it'll come all the way down to their end on an icing call. 2 minutes to go. 4-2 for the Cheese. Recovered off the face-off by Dagg, fed along to Ratcliffe. He'll take the zone. Tries to get along to Hart. He does, just off Hart's stick, into the corner. Looks to play it up to the point, but can't quite take that risk, so plays it down deep. Ends up back on his stick. Source a pass over to Mackey. And then out of the zone come the Seals. Sean Harrison. Harrison along to Hewish, out of his reach. Hewish behind the net, all the way over that far side, retained in the zone by Spiller, who just sends it down the boards. Recovered there by Donaher. Played out, one-timer, oh, just deflection up high, still in the corner. Probably another shot coming here. Van Poppel looking for the pass. Harrison with the puck, trying to get something in front of the net. There's sticks everywhere. They're trying to play it in on Principe, but he gobbles it up. Gobbles it up like a little gobbler. Checking out his helmet. I think he might have taken a fair few whacks there. The boys were just waving their sticks around everywhere. Timeout called. This will go on for about 30 seconds. Tense moments to close out this this last segment of play for the night. If Cheese go on to win this, they'll be up 2-1 in the series. They'll only have to win one more to take home the Holy Grail. of recreational New Zealand ice hockey. In Auckland. Played forward by the Cheese, but Hewitt miraculously keeps that one in. Played ahead here by Andy Hart. Empty net for the Seals. They're putting it all out here. 6 attackers. Played forward by the Seals. Here's Sean Harrison. He plays it up to Van Poppel. Van Poppel and across the line. Gains possession of the gains zone advantage. Harrison backing him up. Puck played up the board. It's going to come to. It's going to be close. Awkward puck, and Jake Ratcliffe gets that one and makes no mistake. And that's just the icing on the cake for the Cheese. They go up by a goal, and it becomes 5-2 with 40 seconds remaining. There's an unfortunate bounce for the Seals down in the Cheese zone. Not sure what it hit, but well, I think whoever was on the point was in a really tough spot. The puck was just going a bit too slow, and goalie's back in net. And Jake, you had to do that, didn't you? Yep, he did a little dangle thing. He did a cute thing with the puck, and he scored a goal, and it was cool. Last 8 seconds. And there we go. There goes the buzzer. I don't think anyone's going to contest those last few seconds. And that will do it. Cheese go up 2-1 in the series with a pretty convincing win. I mean, two of those, the 6-2, but two of those goals were right at the end of the game, and one was an empty net. Most of the game was spent either with a 1-goal deficit in the Cheese's favour or with a 2-goal deficit in their favour. So I think the Seals had a really good showing. I think they got a bit unlucky toward the end on some of those plays. There were just too many sustained periods of zone advantage for the Cheese, and when you're skating around in your own zone for too long, that's what happens. Cheese are pretty happy, and Seals just want to get back in the win column for the next one. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys and girls and kids. I hope you enjoyed watching your spouses and your dads play hockey, and that it was fun.